Hi, I'm Claire and this is my book haul for January and February 2016. I was supposed to not be buying any books in January and February. Obviously I faltered because that is what happens every time I have a book buying ban, but I still bought fewer books than I was originally planning to, so I'm counting it as a victory. The first book that I've got to show you is a present, and then I've got some books that were sent to me by publishers for review, and then some that I bought myself. First, we've got Dance by the Light of the Moon by Judith van Istendel, and this is a graphic novel that my best friend gave me for my birthday. It's about a Belgian woman and a Togolese man who fall in love, and it's about kind of all the issues that causes with her family and his status as a refugee and all that kind of stuff. It is an autobiographical graphic novel, and it's got this fairly traditional style that you find in a bunch of French and Belgian graphic titles that is basically just black and white, really stark lines. I think the best comparison title for this for an English-speaking audience probably would be Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi, and that also ties in with the themes of this book. I haven't read it yet, but I'm quite looking forward to it. I think it's probably going to be kind of a difficult read, but at the same time fairly interesting because of the kind of issues it touches and how timely they are right now. Then I've got two titles that I received for review. First, I've got The Deep Sea Divers Syndrome by Serge Brusselot. This is a French novel that's seeing its first release in English, and it's being published by Melville House Publishing in the UK. This is set in a world in which certain people called mediums can use their sleeping time to fall into deep dreams and extract things from the dreams to bring back into real life. So our protagonist is a medium and he is a thief, so he goes into the dream world and steals things that he can then bring back and sell in the real world. The problem is, the more you do this, the more you dive into dreams, the more difficult it becomes to keep doing it and to keep doing it well and safely. And so our protagonist is finding that his skills are eroding, they're not what they were when he was younger, and he decides to take one last big job and go out with a bang. I've started reading this, I'm not very far along into it, but the style is really interesting. There's a definite like weirdness to the dream world that feels very fitting, so I'm really enjoying it so far. Next, I have Forest of Memory by Mary Robinette Kowal, and this is a novella from Tor.com's new novella imprint, and they sent me a review copy for which I'm very grateful because I absolutely love Mary Robinette Kowal's writing. If you've been around the channel for a while, you've probably heard me gush and fangirl about her work, and particularly her Glamorous Histories series. So I was quite interested to see something from her in like a completely different universe, and this is such a short little thing. It's like 80 pages, so I'm looking forward to sitting down with it and reading it in one go with like a cup of tea or something when I'm having a bit of a not so great evening, because I know that is going to cheer me up no end. Next, I've got the books that I bought for myself, and first I've got Pride and Prejudice and Zombies by Jane Austen and Seth Graham Smith. I got this book out of sheer curiosity. I had seen the movie trailer and I just kind of got a little bit overexcited about it. I knew that it was probably going to be terrible. However, I am massively into Jane Austen and Jane Austen adaptations, and I also really enjoy zombies. So I thought if it was done well, I would really love it. Sadly, it's not. Spoiler alert, I've read it, I didn't like it so much. Then I've got All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders, and this is a book that was on my most anticipated books of 2016 shortlist that I did a while back. I went into the Big Green Bookshop in North London, which used to be my local bookstore. The book was there, and you know, it's not nice to walk into a bookshop and walk out without a book, so that's my excuse and I'm going to stick to it. I'm really excited to have a go at this one fairly soon, I think. And then finally, continuing with the theme of flimsy excuses for buying more books, I went into my local comic book store because they had a 50% off sale and I didn't find anything that I wanted in the sale, but I did order new comics full price. So go me! I got Ms. Marvel Volume 2 Generation Y. I read Ms. Marvel Volume 1 last year and really enjoyed it, so I thought I'd continue on with the series. I know there's already an issue 3 out, if not 4 as well, so I'm having to catch up with this, but I've already kind of flipped through it a little bit and seen that Wolverine is in it, so I'm really excited about that. And finally, I also got Lumberjanes Volume 1 Beware the Kitten Holy, and this is written by Noel Stevenson and Grace Ellis and illustrated by Brooke Allen. I've been thinking about starting Lumberjanes for a little while now because I've heard so much buzz about it online, but after I read Nimona by Noel Stevenson and loved it, I just thought I absolutely have to pick this up because I really enjoy her storytelling. So that's it. These were all the things that I bought and received in January and February 2016. Let me know in the comments below if you have read any of these, if you've enjoyed them, if you have thoughts about them. Just talk to me about books in the comment section. If you'd like to see more from me, check out the sidebar right here for more videos. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button for new videos from me every week. I've been Claire, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.